Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Game on Cloud 9 here, and today I'm here to bring you guys a special CloudVlog video. Yes, now you may wonder what makes this video more special than others. Well, a couple different things. One, I'm talking about something very, very important, which is actually the Kickstarter. I talked about it a bit as the pre-fundia in my last video. And it seemed like it actually got, a positive response, so I think a lot of you guys are interested in this. Which makes me really happy. I've been working on this for a couple years now. Another thing I want to talk about in this video is Bleach. If you've been keeping up with Bleach, of course, I've got to talk about some of the things that happened in the recent chapters because I still read Bleach all the time. I know I haven't made predictions for Bleach in a long time, and it doesn't mean I've lost any kind of interest. I'm still, very much into Bleach, but I do have to say it's been a little slow lately, but it's just picked up recently, which is why I'm excited to talk about it. And then last things last, I'll probably just talk about, I guess what's been going on with me, that sort of thing. I know some of you may not care about that, obviously, but, you can leave the video if you don't want to hear about that part. But, anyway, let's start it off with talking about the Shining Otaku Manga platform. Now, if you're not familiar with it or if you haven't heard me talk about it in the previous videos, basically what the Shining Otaku Manga platform is it's supposed to be a website and an app, or hopefully it becomes an app if we meet the stretch goal when the Kickstarter is launched, but where mangaka, or anybody actually, can post their own stories and viewers can directly participate in sort of like a voting system. So in a sense, anybody can be a part of this. It's kind of like YouTube, but for manga. So if, let's say, you like a video, and you want to see it become, something more than just, a one-shot story. And a one-shot story, for those who aren't familiar with that, is like a short story. So it's its own separate thing. It doesn't go on. It's not like a series where you have multiple chapters. But the whole point of the whole website is basically if you have a story you want to see become something more. So you can post your story. If people like it, then you can get serialized in by Shining Otaku. You'll receive editorial help. You'll receive, all these perks that people would want within, working with a publisher. And, viewers on your end, you get a higher quality story. So we'll actually get assistance to help them make a story that maybe you really like. So if someone posted a story that you enjoyed, but maybe they can't pump it out as fast because maybe it's just them, or maybe, they just need some sort of direction, or they just need a place to put it. Basically, the Shining Otaku Manga platform is kind of just like another manga website, but viewers can basically directly interact with the mangaka themselves. So I know it probably took me a lot to say that, but that's sort of what sums it up. I'm gonna actually make a separate video to explain it a little bit more, for you guys in case some of you didn't get it. But we actually have a pre-fundia page down below. Now, here's the thing with this. Next week, the Kickstarter is actually going to be out. Yeah, it's getting pretty close. Now, I know I was supposed to update a lot of you guys about this actually a couple weeks ago because I was talking about voice acting lessons. I know we're actually going to be doing a skit for the Kickstarter video. So I guess spoiler alert, you already know at least what the first minute of it is going to be, involving some of the characters. And I've got a couple people that responded with interest with this. I want to make this clear though. Most of the characters in this are female. In fact, it's only actually 3 characters in total for the whole skit. One of them's Amiri from Gods of Life. The other one is Ekido from Naraku Murder. And if you're not familiar with Naraku Murder, you can, all these stories are actually on the Shining Otaku website already. And then the third one is Haruna. She's from Eclectic Do. So those who are interested in doing this a volunteer thing, I'm just letting you know up front, Game on Cloud 9 does not have any money, nor does Shining Otaku, at least right now at this moment, to pay out a voice actor. As far as us working on this project, this is just something that we thought would be extra that, a lot of you guys would like to be a part of, especially considering the fact that the whole idea behind Shining Otaku is that everyone is working together as a community to make great things. That's the whole idea. So, as far as right now is concerned, yeah, this is a whole volunteer thing for the the skit at least. So if you're interested in voice acting for it, the only thing I have to let you know is that beforehand I told her I'd give everybody a week. Due to certain circumstances that happened a few weeks ago that I can't talk about right now, we actually have to get this done this week, meaning that you would have to actually audition either tomorrow, and this is actually February the 1st. I want to make sure in case anybody sees this afterward. This is February the 1st that I'm recording this and putting this up. You would have to basically audition either tomorrow on February the 2nd or on February the 3rd, because we have to record this by Thursday. I'm very flexible with my times. I can basically try to meet with you over Skype or whatever if you need to do it at an earlier time if you're interested in this. I can make sure if you're interested, you send me an email or send me a message and send your email to me so I can send you the file that has like the script so you can know. It's only 45 seconds to a minute, the entire skit. So I don't think this should be anything that's too taxing for anybody if somebody is like seriously interested in doing this sort of thing. And obviously they have to treat their voice with care. So I don't think it should be bad at all. But then again, I'm not a voice actor. So that's sort of like what the stipulation is. I apologize that I told I'd let everybody know earlier than this in terms of the skit who's interested in this, but this is the situation I've basically been dealt, and it has to be done by Thursday. So yeah, if you're interested, let me know. Now, and like I said, I'll make another video talking about, the Kickstarter. There's a lot of rewards on there. Kind of like this is like a poster, but, this poster specifically won't be on the Kickstarter. It'll actually be a wall scroll. And we're going to touch up on it a little bit more. So, just so you get an idea, we have a lot of cool things on there I think you guys will like. I like them. So, anyway, let's talk about Bleach. All right, now, someone has to tell me what they think about Haschwald. Like, do you think that Haschwald is about to fight Ichigo right now, or do you think that this is going to extend into a longer situation? Because there's still a lot of things that haven't happened in Bleach. Like, I talked to the Elite Ace, actually, at one point about how what was it? I forget what his name is, Juhaba. How I thought that he actually, or some people call him Yuak actually, or Yuach or whatever it is, but I thought maybe Ichigo was going to fight him first, and then maybe fight Haschwald. Now I know some of you may think that that's backwards, like, well, why would he do that? But for some reason, to me, there was so much hype behind Haschwald, but he never would do anything. And I guess you could kind of consider him the Ukiura or the Byakuya, of this particular arc. Which is why I kind of figured, okay, if his power can transfer to him, if Bach can transfer all that power, it would be more interesting to me if Haschwald ended up being that final showdown. If Bach died and you're thinking, oh, Bach's done, Haschwald's got nothing, it's like, man, you got to still face me. I mean, Haschwald is the one who broke Zangetsu originally, or what was Zangetsu. So I wanted to see that. We know Uryu now is no longer the, what would you call him? Or we know he's not following Bach. He's actually trying to do something. Most of us already could figure that out. Like, okay, he's not actually bad. And he's just trying to keep Ichigo and them away. Because I guess he can destroy the palace or something. But I'm thinking, like, dude, there's so many ways that palace could be destroyed. For one, I'm like, Ichigo should be capable of doing something on that scale now, at least in Bankai. Considering the fact that we all know that, he had, when he was in his Dangai form, how powerful he was, and that technically wasn't even considered to be all his power. So, logically speaking, Ichigo should be better. He should be, just flat out, than what he was before. Looking at how the, what was it? Looking at how they've been doing things with his Shikai lately, you can't really tell how much stronger he's gotten quite yet, but I feel like that's because you haven't actually seen him get serious yet. So I'm hoping that this isn't the best he can do, and I'm hoping that he can do something other than Getsuga Tensho. But yeah, I think they really are about to kind of go at it at least next chapter, but, like with Haschwald and Ichigo. I'm not sure what Haschwald's abilities are, but obviously we know he has the power of the Almighty right now, so that's going to help him out quite a bit in this fight. I don't think Ichigo's going to kill him, though, because there's too much hype behind Haschwald. And plus, I don't think Ichigo's really killed too many people at all. I don't think he's killed really anybody. most of his fights, his enemies live through it or, get messed up and, become an ally later. And looking at that backstory that we got on Busby and Hoshwald, it seems like Hoshwald, you know, is going to end up being one of those misunderstood characters or whatnot. Like he's for His Majesty, but somewhere along the lines, he changed, or he wasn't all, or his character has certain aspects to it, so he's more complex than what he actually appears to be. I know they're going to go that route with him, and they're already giving those vibes off. He's loyal, but at the same time, I feel like he's going to join in on that final battle, especially since they're beefing Bach up to having the Soul King's power and everything. Still say I would have preferred Hoshwald being a final boss, but that's just me. Oh, another thing is, too, I'm like, y'all got eyes into knock down that freaking palace. I'm like, Uri, you really didn't need to be doing it, but yeah, again, you're not really going to go there. As far as the fight that Yoruichi was having, I think probably, I guess if I were to make a prediction on the next chapter from this particular week, we're probably going to get, probably going to go back to Yoruichi and them for a minute, knowing them, because Kubo likes to keep us straggling along. I feel like a lot of the fights with the elite Quincy's, the special ones, I guess, that we've been seeing, the royal ones, the royal guard ones, or whatever you want to call them, I don't know. I mean, they're strong, but their fights haven't interested me enough as much as the Quincy's we saw before this. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's been a little dry lately. And then some of their abilities make me wonder how weak are the Royal Guard then, because the Royal Guard was supposed to be stronger than the entire Gotei 13. Now, don't get me wrong. I know the Gotei 13, trained and everything, but I'm like, but still though, like, I don't know. Ichibei seemed like he was pretty impressive. So I don't understand why the other ones couldn't have just went by and kind of just mopped the floor up. That's just me. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that, though, what's been going on with Bleach. I think they're probably going to hop around a bit more, even though we haven't gotten much Ichigo the past few years, which is probably, to me, one of the major flaws of Bleach. Let anybody else talk, though. Everybody would say everything's wrong with Bleach. Bleach did everything wrong. I'm like, okay. Like, a lot of my friends will actually say that. But what else here? I guess in my own personal life, again, like I've told you guys in some of the previous CloudVlog videos, just trying to get out of school, just trying to push out. I have this one class, Japanese class, where it's a higher level class than what I'm actually supposed to be in. I'm basically like, even though this is my like 5th year of school, which is why this is supposed to be this final semester. This class, I'm like technically 2nd year in terms of my Japanese level, and that's because I took Japanese a lot later along in college. I took that like starting around this time last year. Or actually not this time, but, well, this was the second half of the class. But anyway, I took that like last year, and I'm technically 2nd year, and the class I'm taking is like 3rd year because I need 2 3rd-year level courses basically in specifically Japanese language, not culture, because I did all that in order to graduate. I'm taking one, and I'm doing okay in it. It's actually me translating something, which is kind of fun. I'm translating a Naruto volume for this. It's like an independent study. And then the other one is basically where I have to talk and do all this stuff. I'm having so much trouble keeping up in this class. For all my Christians out there or whatever, pray for me in that aspect, because I'm trying to get through this class. I'm hoping that, it won't be one of those situations where I'll have to graduate, or I have to walk across the stage and then like come back just to finish that class, basically graduate during the summer. Because it's almost looking that way that like I'll end up having to basically, because sometimes my school will actually let you do that. So I'm hoping I don't have to do that, but I don't know. I know this video is getting kind of long and I'm kind of rambling a bit, like I've been doing through the whole video. I know most of my subs know how to talk at this point. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all this. If you're interested in I'm going to make a separate video today about the whole voice acting thing. So, you don't have to watch it twice if you've already heard me talk about it in this video. But I'm going to do it in case for those who specifically just want to know about that. And I am going to make a video just talking about the Kickstarter too. So, If you're wondering why, you're hearing it now. 1 week from now, again, February the 8th, we are launching the Kickstarter. It's going to include Gods of Life, Naraku Murder, and Eclectic Dew as rewards. So we're going to have anything from posters to volumes to buttons, t-shirts, you name it. You can check out some of the stuff we have. It's not everything, I haven't been listed, but in the pre-fund year that I'm going to link down below if you're interested in it. I'd really appreciate it, for those of you who can support it through a pledge, or if you can't, then share it. I really think that this is something that we can all do together, and I think all of you guys will enjoy it. So thank you all for watching my videos like you do, staying subscribed, and I guess I'll see you guys later.